Hey, good morning you guys. So this is the second part of my microgreens video. It has been 10 days and as you can see I've got some trays here and I'm just going to run you through them really quick, kind of describe to you what they taste like and how I harvest them and my favorite way to eat them. So the first tray I have here are the radishes, so you can see that after just 10 days this is what kind of growth you have. And the cool thing about just eating the little radish is it literally tastes just like a radish. So these kind of have a bit of a spicy flavor. If you eat these in your salad, I do not recommend putting a lot in because it could be a pretty intensive flavor. The next one that I have, these are my beets, and they grew quite well and they got this really pretty red color to them, and again it literally tastes just like beets. So yeah, this was one of the, was this one of the trays? No, this did not get underwatered. This got just regular watering on top. So you can see there's quite a lot of produce here. So when you cut these out of the tray, when you harvest them, this will probably take up a gallon-sized bag. Alright, so the next thing here are the peas. And the peas are probably the best growers. This is literally 10 days of growth for the peas. And this is probably my favorite thing, my favorite microgreen to grow. Yeah, they taste just like a pea. And this is one of my favorite things to put into a salad or on top of sandwiches, stuff like that. So the next tray that I have is the broccoli. So I'm going to move this over here. Get this out of the way. Okay, so this is my broccoli. This is one of my other favorites. The peas and the broccoli are my favorite. So after this video for the summer, this is primarily what I'm probably going to be growing the most, just because I really do love it. As you can see, for 10 days of growth, that's pretty good. And remember how I put the trays on top and squished them down, and usually people freak out about that, but as you can see, they did quite well. You only leave the weight on top of these for 4 or 5 days, and you just take them off and let them grow. So I let these out yesterday to get some sun, so they turned this nice green color. Usually when they're inside, they stay pretty pale. This was one of the ones that had the bottom watering that I showed you. So you see there's water with some stones in there, and you can probably see some of the roots coming out of the bottom. And so that is because when you water on top, the weight of the water actually squishes your plants back down, so I tend to water under for these guys. So the next thing that I have are my sunflowers. They're not my favorite to grow, but they are one of my favorites to eat. So here are my sunflowers. Now the reason I don't like growing them is because it's a little bit labor intensive to get all the husks off of the plant. One of the ways I do this is when I cut these all off, I'll put them in a bowl of water and kind of mix them around. That helps the husks come off the plant. Personally, I like the broccoli and the peas because I could just cut them and throw in a bag. I don't have to try to pick the seeds off the plant. Like here, my beets still have a few seed husks on them. So again, the sunflowers, it's how much they grew in 10 days. And they literally taste like a sunflower seed. Yeah, they literally taste like a seed. And then the next one is the lettuce. Something happened to the lettuce. It kind of got a little wilty, and it sort of caved in on itself. So that happens sometimes as well. I think this is just because lettuce tends to be a little bit on the fragile side, so this is after just 10 days of growth. So I'm not sure exactly why that happened. I didn't spray it like I normally do with the other plants because I did the bottom watering. But again, the lettuce, it tastes just like lettuce. So yeah, it's pretty good stuff. So for 10 days worth of growth, this is a lot of produce that I was able to get just from inside my kitchen. And so I want to show you just a quick way that I like to eat these. So one of my favorite recipes for this is a dressing that we get down at Kobe. They put it on top of their cucumber salad. It's a mixture of rice vinegar, soy sauce, and a little bit of sugar. So I've already put, go away bug. I already put a small pinch of sugar in my bowl. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put in some rice vinegar. And I do use sugar in the raw, so hopefully the vinegar will get the sugar in the raw dissolved quickly. And then just a little bit of soy sauce. And then I'm just going to give it a bit of a mix. So one of the ways that I tend to harvest is I just get out my scissors, and I am going to harvest the broccolis and peas because they are my favorite. So I literally just take my scissors, cut some, make sure that there's no dirt in them, put them in my bowl. And the thing about the peas is that there's a lot of produce here. I mean, that's just a tiny handful from the corner, and that's how much I got off of it. I do like the stems. The stems are edible, but for simplicity's sake and because I have a small bowl, I'm just going to put the tips in. But don't worry, I'm going to eat these. Very, very yummy. Alright, so yeah, it's a simple mixture of a pinch of sugar, some some rice vinegar, and soy sauce. Just mix them up, and then all you can do is just eat them. And I actually do this for when I'm growing. I haven't grown these for a while, but when I do grow these are actually one of my favorite breakfasts. And like, I think right now it's 9 a.m. or maybe 9:30. So yeah. Oh man, that's so good. So again, if you're in an apartment or you don't have a yard to grow in, no patio, these take very, very little light. I mean, these were under a black cloth for, what is it, 8 days? I let them out on day 9 in my house. Put them outside for a few hours yesterday. Put them back in last night because it was really cold. Brought them out this morning. Almost no sunlight. Anybody can do this. If you don't have these trays, which you can get at Home Depot, the little plastic containers that you get at maybe the deli, if you get those plastic containers with your food, you can wash them out, put a little bit of soil in it, and you can put some seeds on top of it and it'll grow in those. You can do it in pie plates. I've seen that done. Pretty much anything that will hold water and soil. You can put some soil in it, put your seeds in it, give it a good amount of water, keep watering it every day, make sure it doesn't dry out, and you can grow these in your kitchen. So I hope that helps you guys. Eat healthy, stay safe. If you don't have a garden, you can still grow really good food in your kitchen. Okay guys, happy trails. Bye.